A very pleasant morning to my dear students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is magnetism. So from name it's clear we are going to study about what? Magnets. Now the first thing is how magnets discovered. You see here the word is discovery, it is not invention. So whatever the properties the magnet is having, it's already embedded in it. Okay, we are just going to find out about that properties. Now, what subjects are known as magnets? Fine, you are having so many games also in which magnets are there. Magnets are having the property to attract iron. So the substance which have the property of attracting iron is called what? Magnet. Okay. Now how the first magnet found? There is a story behind it. Found from a naturally occurring mineral of iron called magnetite. Naturally occurring mineral of you can say ore. Now what actually ore is beta? Ore is something which is having lots of metals together in it. Fine, suppose this is a ore. This is a ore. It is having some amount of iron also. It is having some amount of another material, but the maximum percentage it is having, that is of iron. Okay, so that is what a magnetite ore. It was found in what? 800 BC. What is the story behind it? There was one shepherd, okay, who saw that his shoe nails and iron hook of his stick stuck to some rock. It stuck to some rock, and then they come to know that that rock is what? A magnetite. Now what is magnetite? Magnetite is a natural occurring mineral of iron. Fine. So this rock was later found that it can attract iron pieces, and having that rock was later found to attract iron pieces and was called magnet. Why it is called magnet? Because it was found in the term magnesia. Okay, I am repeating it again. We are discussing here discovery of magnets. Okay, what are the magnets? Are the substances which are able to attract iron. Fine, able to attract iron. When it was found? It was found in 800 BC. Where? In the ore called magnetite. Then how they come to know about it? By one shepherd whose shoe nail and iron hook of the rod get attracted to that big rock. That rock was later found that it has the ability to attract iron pieces. It is known as magnets, because it derived from the town name Magnesia. It was found that the piece of these magnets always rest in fixed position. How this happens we will study further. Okay, so it means it indicates the direction correctly. Have you ever seen that sailors are having magnetic compass with them? On that magnetic compass they are written there is north, south, east, west. Now what that magnetic compass is having? That magnetic compass is having magnet in it. And what that magnet is doing? That is pointing us about the exact direction. Okay, the exact direction of the of that area. That where is north, where is south, where is east, where is west. So that's why it is used to indicate direction correctly. How we are getting this? We will do it in an experiment. And it is also known as lodestone. Because of this property, a new name given to it, that is lodestone. Okay, now it's having two names. One is magnet and another one is, fine, it is known as lodestone. This magnetite is known as lodestone. Now there are two types of magnets, beta. Open your book with it. There are two types of magnets. One is natural magnet and another one is artificial magnet. Natural magnet, your magnetite, lodestone we come to know. They are of very irregular shape because you are finding it in your surroundings, they can be like this. They are of very irregular shape. Fine, they are of very much irregular shape. So now what people have done, what scientists have done, they start making artificial magnets. It means the magnets which are created by a man itself. Now what that artificial magnets are having, they are having strong strength, a particular shape, okay, very strong, of different types. Like in your book also it's given bar magnet form, cylindrical form, U-shaped, horseshoe magnet, magnetic needle is there, magnetic compass is there. So these are the various artificial magnets created by a human being. Now these artificial magnets are made from what? Iron, steel, nickel and cobalt. These magnetic substances are also known as ferromagnetic substances. It means the substances which has the property that they can behave like a magnet. Okay, there are 4 substances only, that is iron, that is steel, that is cobalt and nickel. I am repeating it again. Yes, repeat it with me. Iron, steel, cobalt, nickel. Okay, so 2 types of magnets: natural magnets, artificial magnets. Natural magnets which you found in nature, artificial magnets which are prepared by a man itself. It is of different shapes also, and the substances which are used to prepare this artificial magnets are known as the magnetic substances, and these magnetic substances are also known as ferromagnetic substances. The name given to it is ferromagnetic substances. Now, so it means we are having 2 types of substances: magnetic substances and non-magnetic substances. Okay, magnetic substances and non-magnetic substances. Now, what are the magnetic substances? The substances which can attracted towards the magnet, and non-magnetic substances which are not get attracted towards the magnet. For example, this pen, okay, the table, notebook, book, these all are non-magnetic substances. Fine. And iron, cobalt, nickel, these metals are what? These are magnetic substances. Now what are the characteristics of a magnet? We are going to do the characteristics of a magnet. 2 things we are going to discuss in it. The first is, when a magnet is suspended freely, it always rests in specific direction. Today do one thing beta. I hope all of you are having a bar magnet at your home. Any simple, you can say a simple piece of magnet at your home. Tie that magnet, okay, with some stand or some, and take any object from the kitchen. Tie that magnet and then move that magnet. When that magnet come to rest na, like if you move that magnet 100 times, that magnet when come to the position of rest, that it will rest in a specific position. So because of resting in a specific position, for what purposes we are using this magnet? We are using this magnet for pointing towards the direction. So now how it is resting? The end of the magnet which point towards the north is called the north seeking pole, or simply the north pole, and the end which pointed towards the south is called south seeking pole, south pole. Fine. So this helps us to tell us about the geographic north and geographic south. A magnetic north, magnetic south it is telling us the positions on the magnet. So these directions help us to know that wherever you are standing, where is the north of your earth, where is the south of your earth, where is its east and where is its west. Okay. The next is, a magnet attracts small pieces of iron. This you know, we are having one rod. When you bring that rod near to so many iron pins we are having, take one magnet, dip that magnet into that iron pins, you will see lots and lots of iron nails get attached to it, but yes, the maximum attraction will be at the ends. Which area? At this area. The maximum attraction will be at this areas rather than the center. Why? Because poles are there near to that area, so more attraction are at the ends. Now the next we are having properties of magnet. What are the characteristics? Two basic characteristics: attraction towards of the iron nails, and the first one is pointing towards the direction. Next property is like poles repel and unlike poles attract. Now what are the like poles, beta? Like poles are north pole, and unlike poles are north pole, south pole. Unlike मतलब जो अलग होते हैं. Unlike means different. So here what we are having for like poles, I am having north and north pole. Same poles are like poles. Unlike poles, I am having north pole, south pole. This we have done in our previous chapter also, that like poles what? They repel, and unlike poles what? They attract. You can take any two magnets. You will see that one pole attraction is there and the same pole is having repulsion. The same end is repulsion is there from that same end through the another point. So like poles attract and like poles repel and unlike poles attract. Now they are saying pole exist in pair. How poles exist in pair? So see, I am having this north and south pole. Now I am breaking this. So what I am having? North pole, south pole. I am having here north pole, south pole. Now if I am again breaking, it will again having north pole, south pole. It means that whatever the magnet you are having, it's of small size, it's of big size, it's of any shape, fine, it always having two poles with it. So it exists in what? Pairs. Kindly read this, okay? And whenever today we are having a class, we will discuss all your doubts in our class. Thank you so much. Have a great day, beta.